Each day of your life is a building block, and what you choose to do with it determines how high you'll eventually climb. The title "Build Steps Daily into Ladders" captures this truth in a simple but powerful metaphor. A single step may look small on its own, but when combined with consistent effort and purpose, those steps transform into ladders that allow you to rise above limitations, doubts, and obstacles. Success and growth are not achieved by sudden leaps or shortcuts but through steady action that compounds over time. Each action, no matter how minor it may feel in the moment, becomes a part of a larger structure that supports your journey upward. The problem most people face is that they undervalue the small things they do daily. They dismiss them as too insignificant to matter. But imagine a craftsman who carefully places one wooden step on top of another, making sure each one is strong enough to hold the next. Over days, weeks, and months, that careful placement becomes a ladder tall enough to reach new heights. Life works the same way. Habits, routines, and daily choices, when repeated with intention, turn into the foundation of something extraordinary. The ladder you build is not given to you. It's crafted by your persistence, your patience, and your willingness to keep stacking effort upon effort. Building daily steps into ladders requires a mindset shift. Instead of chasing instant gratification, you must learn to value delayed rewards. Instead of measuring progress only by giant leaps, you must recognize the quiet power of steady increments. For example, reading 10 pages of a book daily may not feel like much. But over a year, those pages become entire libraries of wisdom within you. Doing a small workout each day may seem trivial compared to an intense training session, but those consistent efforts shape your health and resilience. Setting aside even a little time to work on your goals each day slowly builds a ladder of mastery and discipline. Persistence is the glue that holds this metaphor together. If you stop after placing just a few steps, the ladder will never take form. If you expect to climb higher without stacking more steps, you'll be disappointed. But if you commit to the process, the very act of showing up daily transforms the journey. You stop being someone who dreams of ladders and become the kind of person who builds them. You start to respect the small because you see how it multiplies. Each step becomes meaningful not just because of what it is, but because of what it contributes to the whole. There will always be moments when the process feels slow, when the step in front of you seems dull compared to the vision you have in your mind. But that's exactly where the wisdom of build steps daily into ladders lies. You're not building for the moment, you're building for the climb. The ladder is not meant to exist all at once. It is meant to emerge piece by piece as your actions align. The joy comes later when you look back and realize how far you've risen simply because you kept building. Obstacles, failures, and doubts will test your patience, but they also become part of the construction. Every time you fail and try again, you're adding another step of resilience. Every time you face fear but still take action, you strengthen the ladder with courage. Every time you keep going despite setbacks, you reinforce the structure with persistence. Over time, these ladders don't just take you upward, they become symbols of who you've become: disciplined, patient, and unstoppable. Success is rarely about brilliance alone, it is more about endurance. The people who seem to suddenly reach great heights are usually those who built their ladders quietly, step by step, while others waited for an elevator that never came. It's easy to wish for shortcuts or magical opportunities, but the truth is that nothing replaces the solid strength of a ladder you've built yourself. It carries not just your weight but the lessons, habits, and strength that you developed along the way. In building steps daily into ladders, you also discover something deeper. The process is not just about climbing toward goals but about transforming who you are. Each step teaches you discipline. Each ladder you complete shows you the power of consistency. Over time, you stop just chasing external success and start enjoying the art of building itself. You learn to smile at the daily grind because you know where it leads. You trust the process because you've seen its results in the past. And you begin to live with a calm confidence, knowing that no matter how tall the challenge, you can build your way up to it. This mindset applies to every area of life: career, health, relationships, personal growth. In your career, daily skill development eventually opens doors you never imagined. In health, small routines in diet and exercise safeguard you for years ahead. In relationships, small acts of kindness and communication deepen trust and love. In personal growth, daily reflection, gratitude, or learning shapes the person you're becoming. Every domain of life responds to the ladder principle. Consistent steps create lasting elevation. Build steps daily into ladders is more than just motivational advice. It is a call to action. It's a reminder that your future self depends on your present discipline. It's a challenge to replace excuses with action, impatience with persistence, and doubt with faith in the process. Every step counts, and the only question is whether you will keep building. You don't need to know exactly how tall your ladder will be, you only need to keep stacking one day at a time, until you look back and realize that you've climbed farther than you once thought possible. Life rewards the builders, the ones who show up day after day with hammer in hand, turning effort into structure, structure into ladders, and ladders into victories. When you embrace this principle, success stops being a distant dream and starts becoming a natural consequence. What feels out of reach today will one day be within your grasp because you kept building toward it. Every step is a choice. Every day is a chance. And every ladder you construct is a pathway to a higher version of yourself. If you commit to building steps daily into ladders, the climb may be demanding, but the view from the top will be worth every ounce of effort. That view will not just be a reward, it will be a reflection of your persistence, your faith, and your unshaken belief in the power of daily action.